Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you 5 things that 2018 has taught me. For some it was great, for others it was not so great. So I'm just going to share with you my experience for 2018 and things that I plan to change going on to 2019 and beyond. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and give my video a thumbs up. Leave me comments and questions in the description bar below because I like interacting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into this video. So in no particular order, the first thing I want to talk about is health and lifestyle. And as the saying goes, we are what we eat. What we put into our body is what we're gonna get out. For me, my lifestyle, or my healthy lifestyle, changed in 2016 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Now that was pretty rough. That was a pretty rough patch in my life, and it had taught me so much. I have learned so many things. It's unbelievable. And the little things we take for granted, you would be surprised of the importance it is in our lives. And if we just adhere to those things daily, then you know we'll have a better lifestyle. So it's very important for us to eat healthy. It's very important for us to exercise, meditation, and just to manifest things in our lives, especially positive things. We need to, you know, act the part and dress the part. Associate yourself with people that have common goals, dreams, and aspiration. So we don't have to wait until 2019 to start putting these things into action. The time is now. The time is today, and we all can do this. So I'm just encouraging everyone out there to just start a healthier lifestyle today, because our health is our wealth. Without our health and without good health, then we're not able to function to the best of our ability. I don't expect everything is gonna happen overnight, you know. Everything takes time, and if you start day by day, gradually it will increase. We have to start. So number 2 for me would be goals and development / career. Now I know a lot of us, and I am guilty of that as well, as soon as we touch into 2019, we have all these plans and we set goals and we have vision boards and you name it. We do too much, you know what I mean? But most of these things, they are not realistic. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is to set goals that are real for yourself. And to do that, the first thing is to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then who will? You know what I mean? If I keep doubting myself, or I think that I can't do this or I can't do that, then how is it possible that I need someone else to believe in me? So the first step is believing in yourself, okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is to set out goals. But we need to make these goals as realistic as possible. It don't make no sense we set goals to say, okay, you know what? In 2 weeks, I'm going to have my own business. And you know deep within yourself that is not a realistic goal. Remember, we have long-term goals and we have short-term goals. So what we can do to prioritize these is to, you know, have them separate. So we have a list that, you know, all things here on this side is long term and everything over here is short terms. And you know, let's take baby steps. Let's really be realistic. You know what I mean? Let's start with our short goals, and by doing that we set them right and we stick to them. Not only to write a long list come January and you know we hyped up for the first month, and by the end of January everything fade away and you forget what you start out to do. So my first suggestion would be to get a journal. For me, I have a lot of journals because my memory is so bad. I have to write things down, okay? So what I do is, even my day-to-day errands, I write those down. So in that way, I get to cover everything and I don't forget nothing. And that really works for me. So you guys can definitely try that. As for personal development, I know it is very, very important that we keep developing ourselves, right? And we need to invest in ourselves. We need to do more for ourselves. And by that, I mean that you can start by reading. For me, I personally don't like to read, okay? But what I found myself started to do is I started to listen a lot of motivational speakers, okay? I love listening to those. I also like to listen to podcasts, okay? And those are very inspiring. And for me, those are where I get my strength from, and those encourages me to push and to go forward. So if you're not a person who likes to read like me, then you can look into those avenues and try those as well. I believe without growth, we're dead. You know what I mean? It's like we're living, but we're not living. Because let's say you plant a seed and you're not seeing it growing, then something is wrong. You're probably gonna have to dig up that soil and to see what's happening beneath that, because you're expecting to have some fruits on your trees right now, but nothing is growing. And it's the same thing. For me, I get bored pretty easily, and I always like to challenge myself, you know, give myself more, or just to push myself a little bit harder. So I would suggest that we get into the mindset of investing in ourselves, whether it's going to a class, whether it is some online training, whether it's starting your own business, whatever it is. Take baby steps in the directions that you want to go. And I do believe that over a period of time, it will show in your overall lifestyle. The third thing on my list is spirituality. And I am a child of God. I am a firm believer in the Almighty God, right? And He's the creator of all things, okay? And we have to be mindful of that. Now, we are living in some perilous times. We watch the news, we see on medias everything that is happening around the world, or even close to home, and it's shocking. It is shocking, and we're wondering what is happening, right? For me, I am very God-fearing, and I would not like to live my life without God, because without Him we are nothing. I include Him in all areas of my life. Now, I'm not perfect, and I'm not going around trying to be, oh, I'm the holiest and I'm perfect. It's not that. But what I'm encouraging you to do is to build a relationship with Him, okay? Yes, we may have the naysayers and people who are not with us or do not see eye to eye with us on certain things, but it is for you. And once you know what that is doing for you, then that is the important thing. You know what I mean? I have learned to trust God, to just read His word and to believe in Him, and to just lift my faith. Because even when it comes to my sickness, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I prayed so hard, and I asked for God's intervention. I asked for Him to just to intervene in my life and just to show me things, because so much was happening at once and I couldn't understand any of it, right? And people would say to me that, oh, you dress a certain way. Are you a Christian? Now, the way I dress have nothing to do with my spirituality, really. I don't think so, because the Bible states we should rend our hearts and not our garments. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with my hair extensions, my false lashes. It has nothing to do with my braces. It's not physical. Spirituality is not physical, okay? So with that being said, I encourage each and everyone to just build a relationship with God. It's not easy. It's not an easy road. It's very hard. Actually, it's one of the toughest things that I had to do. But with time, you will progress, you will see improvement, and you will learn how to pray and how to communicate with God. So the next one on my list is friendship and relationship. Now, For some, it's a very sensitive area. For others, they really do not care. For me, it's a very sensitive area. But I've grown and I've learned how to accept people for who they are, right? For 2018, it has taught me so much. A lot of people have revealed their true colors in showing you who they are, and that's okay. If they are meant to be, they're going to be in your life. If not, you let them go, you forgive, and you move on. And as for friendship and relationship, what I struggled with the most was forgiveness. Oh my God. I had to learn. I had to actually pray, and pray really hard. God, how do I forgive this person? He or she hurt me pretty bad. All I want to do is to hurt them back, you know? But that is just, you know, acting off impulse and, you know, just the spur of the moment type of thing. But when you sit back and you get to analyze the situation and just to pray about it, then the result is going to be different. And in my case, the result was different. I was very bitter at first, angry, like I said. All I wanted to do was to lash out and just to get back to those individuals. But with God in my vessel, man, I tell you, I smiled at the storm and I was able to forgive each and every one of them and to move on. So forgiveness is not even for them. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is for me, okay? And when I forgave those who hurt me, to be honest, I felt so much better. A burden was lifted off of me. I felt so free. I was happy. I was relieved. You know, because when we hold on to things for dear life, believe me, it's gonna show. It's gonna wear you out. You're gonna be angry all the time. You're not gonna be able to grow. There's nothing positive that's gonna happen in your life if you hold on to all those negative impacts. So we have to let them go. We have to set them free, and we have to move on with our lives. And believe me, trust me, I'm telling you this from experience. You have to let go of hurt, pain. I know it's hard. It's one of the hardest things, because when you love someone or when you trust someone and that love has been taken for granted, or you've gotten your heart broken, right? And you trust someone and they have failed you, it's very hurtful. It's very, very hurtful. I've lost friends that I've known for many years, many years, and I could not understand the betrayal. I just couldn't understand it, you know. But they say with elevation comes separation. And sometimes when God is trying to use you or to elevate you, not everyone will be able to come on that journey with you. And that is something you're going to have to understand. It does get lonely. You are going to feel lonely, but believe me, He's going to replace those people with others that are going to come in, that are going to motivate you, that are going to push you, that are going to love you, right? And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Trust and believe me, it's going to be okay. We sweat over the little things because we are afraid of the unknown. But that is a part of having faith and believing in yourself, and know that no matter what, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep going. And especially if you have kids or children. For me, I have a son, right? And that in itself motivates me every day to go harder, to do more, to provide for him the best things possible, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the alleys you can think of. That pushes me so hard. So don't worry about the friendship / relationship that you have lost in 2018. God is going to build you up bigger and better come 2019. So what you need to do is to prepare yourself for what is to come, because it's going to be greater. And you have to be in a position that you can deal with it, so you don't bend and break. But it hurt. We have been bruised. You know, a lot of us are unable to move on. But like I said, it is very important for you to forgive. The healing process begins when you forgive. If you want to heal, you have to forgive. There's no healing without forgiveness. And I had to learn that firsthand. So as we go forward, let's just be happy with ourselves and what we have, whether it's a little bit or it's a lot. Be grateful for life. A lot of people didn't wake up this morning, so we have to be mindful of the things that are granted to us, and we do not need to take it for granted. We need to appreciate the little things. So with that being said, I'm going to move on to my next point, which is just to live. And that is number 5. Just live. Live. Be happy with who you are as an individual. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be anyone else, because that's not possible. God only made one you, and you are special and you are unique in your own way. So why not embrace that? Can you imagine? There's only one you. I don't think there's nothing more special than that. And love yourself. Love yourself no matter what. Love yourself with the flaws. Love yourself with everything you have. Because we're not perfect, and we will never be perfect. Show me a perfect man or a perfect woman. I haven't seen any. I haven't come across any yet. Right? So be happy with who you are. Okay? Love, share, give. That's what life is about. Don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing, especially on social media. And can I tell you, oh Lord, the gram, having us out here doing too much and losing focus of what is really important, because we're trying to impress people that we don't even know. Some of us go broke or find ourselves in bankruptcy because of it, because we want to stunt on our friends, or we want to show, oh, we can do this, or we can go here and we can take pictures. Trust me, a lot of them out there is fake. Fake, fake, fake. When you find out the real, I'm not surprised, because I can't be fooled. I'm not impressed easily anyways, and I don't look on what others have. I've never been that type of girl, and I will never be that type of girl. I stay in my lane, and I learn to appreciate the little that I have. I wasn't born rich. I'm not rich. But what I know is I am happy, and I love myself. I love myself enough to not be jealous of anyone else's lifestyle, because that's their lifestyle. And how could you be jealous of someone else's lifestyle when you don't know how they get their stuff, what they're doing to get it? Why would you put yourself in such a position? That could never be good for the mind. That's too much. And you're going to lose focus of what it is that you really and truly need to be focusing on. So just live. Be happy. Going into 2019, be grateful that you're alive to see it. For those of us that will live to see 2019. Be grateful. Be very much grateful for it. Happy holidays to everyone.